Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the Football Manager series. This is episode number 11. And today we're returning with two big games in the Premier League and the FA Cup as we face the Clarets trying to climb out the relegation zone and Leeds away at Ellen Road in the FA Cup third round. We'll also see the January transfer window open as well. Before we get to the games though, shout out Fulham getting on off camera. So of course, on the back of the last episode where we had the 3-0 loss at Anfield and then the absolutely heartbreaking 2-1 defeat at home to Arsenal where we were seconds away from our first scalp until Nketiah bagged a brace after a goalkeeping howler from Rodak, a red card to put us down to 10 men for the final 10 minutes and then a goal with virtually the final kick of the game. I was absolutely fuming and thinking, here we go, mid-season collapse is about to happen. But to be fair, 3 games off camera and considering the difficulty of the fixtures, we've not done too badly. Yes, still no wins in our last 5, but to be fair, 2 draws and a defeat. It could have been far worse. Starting off a 1-1 draw against Chelsea. Timo Werner gave the Blues the lead in this game. Then we missed a penalty towards the end. We had a goal disallowed as well, and I was thinking this game just does not want me to pick up results against big teams, but I've slagged him off a few times this season. Tom Kearney picked up his first goal of the campaign in a big 1-1 draw. Following that 5-0 thrashing away at Old Trafford though. Second time we gone to Old Trafford. Second time we lost 5-0. Martial bagged a hat-trick in 16 minutes in this game. Pogba got one as well, and despite conceding 4 goals in the first 17 minutes, weathered the storm for a while before Greenwood made it 5 with just over half an hour to go in a very big defeat there. And our final game off camera, Boxing Day away at Molineux against Wolves, decided to change our tactics for the game and go over 4-1-2-1-2 diamond narrow gegenpress system, which is our second tactic. Normally used in the games I expect to lose and when we've been in poor form. Picked a really weakened lineup for the game, but to be honest, should have won it. Roberto Gagliardini headed in his first goal for the club after connecting with a Harrison Reed corner. Nainggolan scored a screamer in the second half to level it for Wolves 13 minutes after the restart, but we missed some golden chances towards the end. Hit the post through Mitrovic. Harrison Reed missed a sitter from about 10 yards out. Should have won the game really, but a point is not a bad result away from home. So yeah, 2 points picked up from a possible 9. We have slid down the table, as you can see, after no wins in 5. We're down to 13th place now, 23 points on the board. Officially at the halfway of the season mark right here. But to be fair, this is good enough for me. 13th place will be an improvement on last year by 2 positions. We're 12 points off the drop right now. This Burnley game is huge here for the first game of the second half of the season. But at the moment, despite a poor run of form, I'm not too concerned. We're doing okay in the grand scheme of things. And I don't think there's anything else to show you as we're about to dive into first game of this episode. One thing I would like to do, if I can possibly show you, is here we go. We've got our youth intake preview, but you know, youth intakes for me never really do well in FM. I barely ever get anyone noteworthy through my youth intake save after save, so don't think we should be too excited about what we are seeing here. So yeah, first game of today's episode. It is a big one here. Burnley desperately trying to climb out of the bottom 3. If they win today and Newcastle fail to match their result, I believe they will indeed climb out of the relegation zone for the first time this season. We're going to go back to the 4-2-3-1. This is the diamond narrow gegenpress, by the way, we used against Wolves. It is our secondary system. You've seen it before. And again, it seems to do well in the bigger games, in the games where we expect to lose, I should say, against the bigger teams away. But for now, we're going back to the control possession 4-2-3-1. Right now, in the report, as you can see, Williams is down. He hasn't played at all. He's out with a virus. Ivan Caballero is still down with the serious injury he got, and Kenny Tate is not fit. And by the way, has handed in a transfer request. I've put him on the transfer list. He might well be leaving in January. To be fair, wouldn't mind too much. Connor Roberts is now our starting right back. So Rodak's in goal. Back for is Robinson, Mings, Jerome, and Connor Roberts. Midfield duos Lamina and Zambo. Dan James and Knockout the inside forwards. These guys have been such a great improvement from Lookman and Caballero last year. And Kearney does support Bobby Reed up top. On the bench, Ashby Hammond, Tosin, Bryan, Reed, Gagliardini, Onuma, and Mitrovic as well. In fact, let's put Cook on for Reed for more energy. First game, it's a big one here. Burnley at Craven Cottage. Come on, Fulham. A win would be massive. Burnley have literally just sacked Sean Dyche as well. So when a new manager takes over, often in FM, they'll win the following game. Let's hope that doesn't happen today. And by the way, Jack O'Connell signed for Burnley in the summer. He snubbed me to go to the Clarets. So if they stay up at our expense in particular, I'll be fuming as Goodmanson heads in for Burnley. 5 minutes in. It seems to always happen in FM. They change a manager and they win the next game. Yeah, O'Connell, we agreed a deal with the Blades. And we agreed a contract, and then he just said, nope, I'm going to Burnley instead. And in his first game against us on a 7.0, and helped start the break for the first Burnley goal. Oh dear, I think he might have made the right choice despite how we've started off better this season. Anyway, 1-0 down, 60 minutes in. If we go 2 goals down, man, this is a game we can't afford to lose again. Burnley will probably climb out of the bottom 3. That'll be no wins in 6. We'll be starting to look over our shoulders a little bit nervously if that's the case. McNeil's pass deflects off Mings, gets it back. Cork finds Goodmanson, the goal scorer. As they look for an opening, Joel Ward slides him through. Rodak bails me out. Rodak's not been quite as good since the howler against Arsenal. I think that mistake and the fact he probably cost us all 3 points, let alone even just 1, is shaking his confidence a little bit. But I still believe in him. I gave him that number 1 jersey. I still believe in the Slovakian. I know we'll get through this tough period, as will we. Come on, Fulham. Dan James skips round 1, skips round 2, skips round 3, skips round 4. Oh, well, the finish was terrible, but the run was very exciting. Come on, Fulham. Come on, get going. Get going. Haven't started. Haven't had a shot on target in the first half. You know, I rarely get assertive and aggressive, but do I throw the water bottle? It's in my hand. Do I throw it? No, I'm going to thrash the arms around instead and say I'm far from pleased in what I just saw. Get out there and get the leveler, lads. Come on. That water bottle, I've been clenching it. I've been clenching it in my right fist for a long, long, long time. Many times I've thought about chucking it across the room, but at the moment, I'm not going to do it just yet. I wish you could see like an animation for it. Like a water bottle just like flies across the screen. I was Kenny heads wide, and it's still 1-0. Gotta say though, I kind of like that. FM have made the game feel more immersive with those sort of like reactionary gestures for when you're talking to your team. I think it's a nice little inclusion. Right, let's change our mentality and go attacking. I don't know what it is about advanced playmakers in this game. They just don't really do much, do they? I am going to bring on Lewis. No, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring on Mitrovic and go 2 up top. Let's go 4-2-4. Bring on Mitrovic, play him as a target man so we link players in. And I think I might possibly take off... maybe bring on Onoma, his final game for the club. Can he provide some heroics? Why not? Final game for the club. Let's see if he'll make us regret selling him to AZ. Still down by a goal, 25 minutes, not looking good. We're going as attacking as we can, trying to find something, but that is probably going to do it. I feared the mid-season collapse. It seems to always happen to me, and it's going to happen again. No wins in 6. Losing to Burnley at home, who have been in the bottom 3 all season long and probably now moved out of it as well. This is troubling times for Fulham. What is that? 2 million for Tetty? Come on, mate. He's valued way higher than that. So, yeah, Burnley in their first game with a new manager win and escape the drop zone. That is not one bit surprising. It seems to always happen in FM. So, we stay in 13th place though. Norwich do have the game in hand though, due to the goal difference, we should still stay there. 18 games to go, 23 points. Look, I think personally, all you really need in the Premier League is 40 points to basically guarantee survival. Last year, 35 would have been enough. So really, 18 games, you know, win 5 of them and surely we'll be safe. But based on the form we've had, it's where are we going to get those 5 wins from? Yeah, a little bit concerning. Whole team meeting. Morale is low. Let's lift the spirits, lads. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Much more positive. Team meetings in FM used to be like a certified way to get yourself a win in the very next game. They're not quite as effective as they used to be, but if we're struggling in the league, the one thing we do is a cup run. Beat Leeds away in the FA Cup 3rd round, reach the last 32. That is what we need. A really good distraction. Oh my word. So just processing through to the game against Leeds. The 1st of January is here. The window actually opens tomorrow in England, although Josh Onoma's deal has just gone through because the Netherlands transfer window opens on the 1st. So even though the fans aren't happy I've let him go, I'm fine with it, to be honest. But this bid for Zambo, now he's got 18 months on his contract, and I'm not sure whether he'll want to sign a new one because he's far too good for this club, really. But a possible move to China, he would want that, according to the agent, and it's 40 million potential value. I don't know. Like, he's our best player, but I don't want to lose him on a cut price deal in the summer with 12 months on his contract. And obviously selling him outside of Europe, and especially England as well, is not a bad decision. Oh, I don't know what to do. I've talked about the finances quite a lot here with Fulham. We want to have the tightest grip possible. That would be unbelievable. That would be more money than we've had since the sale began through that one sale alone. But he's just become a team leader like the day afterwards as well. Not on the same date in the same afternoon. He's become the team leader I wanted him to be. Oh, I don't know. Sambo, love him to pieces, mate. I know what to do about that. I do not know what to do about that. So, second and final game, Leeds away, Ellen Road, FA Cup third round. And by the way, I know some people say the FA Cup's lost its magic, but there's something about FA Cup third rounds that I just absolutely love. Here it is, away at Ellen Road in Yorkshire. Let's see how we get on. So I'm going to pick a decent lineup for the game as well. We've got a week to go until the Leicester game. By the way, Mpanzu and Ferguson just come back from their loan spells in America by the way. They'll probably loan them out once again. And this will be our team. Rodak remains in goal. Back for is now Brian, Mings, Tosin and Teti with Lamina and Zambo through the middle. James the Knockout on the wings again with Kenny's putting Mitrovic up top today. On the bench, Ashby Hammond, Jerome, Robinson, Cook, Gagliardini, and needs someone else to the bench. Let's go with Cavallero. Here we go. Second and final game, Leeds away. Need a positive distraction after no wins in 6. Come on, Fulham. I know a lot of you guys think I overestimate how important the determination of a player is. But when you have a team of highly determined players with very positive and hard-working personalities, it actually improves the team's collective state, as Savarino is denied by a brilliant save by Rodak from about 4 yards out. It's true, and you might notice it. Sometimes your players will have personality changes, oftentimes positive ones, and sometimes you'll notice their determination stats might grow by a rating in a season as well. And one of the reasons why is because when your team's collective determination stat is quite high, on average, players' individual determination attributes are more likely to increase to sort of fit in with how the team operate mentally as well. So basically, I noticed that a few of my players had determination decreases last season, and I think one of the reasons why is because we had quite a few players with very low determination in our first team squad. Josh Onomer being one of the lowest at just 5, as Teti is taken down by Jamie Shackleton. Go on, ref, give him another booking, send him off, but that could be a penalty there. But yeah, there is generally something in that. If you have, yes, penalty after the VAR, if you have a high determination team on average, players are more likely to grow a determination rating. Yes, Mitrovic, redemption after missing against Chelsea, if their determination stat is lower than the average of the team. So, for example, if we have a player that's got 10 determination, but the team's average is like 17, they're more likely to possibly have a determination increase, maybe just by the 1 point, plus probably a personality change, which becomes more positive as well. Seriously, the mental side of FM, don't underestimate it. It's very important indeed. So I'm fine with Onomer going to improve our average determination rating. Kenny Tete in the box here. Maybe one of his final games for the club. Crosses. Dan James' header blocked and cleared by Luke Ayling. We're going for this. This is exactly what we need. And we are almost there. Almost there. No wins in 6. But progression through to the 4th round. Got knocked out in the 3rd round last year. This would be exactly what we need. A positive distraction just as January arrives. And there we go. We win at Ellen Road. Back on the winning wagon. 1-0 the final score. And my word, did we need that. Get in. Hands on hips, baby. Hands on hips. People have written us off today and you proved them all wrong. Well done. A great result. Again, I'd like a cut run with Fulham. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to go through. But of course, the Premier League is still the sole priority. But really, after no wins in 6, you best believe I'm buzzing with that. Into the 4th round, delighted. And also with the sale of Josh Onomer going through as well. We've now risen our bank balance and we are no longer in the red. We're up to $5.5 million in total. So whilst there is $24.75 million in the budget, I'm not going to panic buy. I trust this Fulham team is good enough to stay in the Premier League despite the horrendous run of form. But that will end this episode of the FM Save, guys. Big thank you. Fortunately, you have enjoyed it. And if you have, then please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. Should we come out with the 4th round? Whoever it's against? Why not? Let's go do it. FA Cup 4th round and then a trip to the Etihad Stadium to take on the champions as we close out January. Maybe we'll play deadline day as well if the Zambo saga is still occurring. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all. And I'll see you for the next episode of the FM Save very soon.